Hey guys, the Commander Casual again, playing my black and white Vona Knight Tribal deck. We're not on the play first, but we have two lands we get to scry, so I'm going to keep it. Looks like we're playing against General Tazri, which is almost always an ally, or a 5-color ally tribal deck. This is really cool. I have one of those in paper, or I've done one of those in paper before. We're also up against Tymna the Weaver and Ravos Soul Tender. These two are the most popular, like, cleric commander. This could be black-white clerics, or it just could be black-white good stuff. And then we're up against Thassa out of the Sea, which is probably just like a blue value deck, because I don't think it's any kind of tribal or specific theme based off the card's abilities, but maybe it's a unblockable tribal or something. I don't know. We're gonna F8, make this go faster. Turn down my music a little bit. I thought I faded. There we go. Gonna start off strong with an island. Our Devastation Island. Gonna play our Temple of Silence. And we're gonna keep this because we want that third land, and it's also another dual land, so we'll have lots of access to our colors. I really wanted to keep this hand because it has Knight Exemplar in it, and we don't see a ton of Knight Exemplar, or I haven't seen a ton of Knight Exemplar since building this deck. And we have our two lords, basically our two real Knight Lords in our hand, and they're both really good, so wanted to play them. I mean, this we drew anyway, but I really wanted to play with this Knight Exemplar. Play our Knight of Infamy next turn, and then we could play our Knight Exemplar or our Blood Curse Knight. We don't have any enchantments though, so yeah. We'll also have our Anguished Unmaking up in case somebody tries to do some goofy fast combo. But I'm curious to see this Ravos and Tymna deck. Never seen one of those before, so. But I'm a huge fan of the partner commanders. I love that you can make so many different deck styles work by using different combinations of the partner commanders. And just the fact that you get to have two creatures in your command zone is really cool to me. So this guy isn't F8ing. Just gonna ask him why. I'm not trying to be shitty. I'm just trying to remind him if he either doesn't know about it or just hasn't been doing it. All right, Fishman. Show me what you got. Tapped unless you control a planes or swamp. Okay, so we might as well play our swamp this turn. And we'll get our Knight of Infamy out there and start doing stuff. Doesn't look like this guy's gonna F8, which is gonna make this a long game, or a longer game than it would be already. So, because he's burned through 1.5 minutes of his clock already, and it's like turn 2, not even turn 2 for him and this guy yet. So, but whatever, he's allowed to not auto yield if he wants. Don't work. Got it. Sorry, I was checking my phone. Shouldn't do that while I'm recording. Alright, come on, show me neat stuff. Did this guy pass? Seriously? You can also right click to select no possible play, yield all. That's true. Ooh, Mana Crypt. Scurry. So that's a 4-drop, or... Yeah, so it looks like it's Cleric Tribal. That's a Cleric. Skurstag Flare. And the Selfless Spirit, which is also another Cleric. So yeah, definitely playing Cleric Tribal over here. This guy also... Didn't he already go? Wow, so he started his the game with 1 land in hand. That seemed really bad. Okay, I guess that's his choice. I don't know, maybe he's new to Magic the Gathering Online. This guy's gonna play his commander, so he can start scrying off the top. We're gonna draw an Athreos. We've got our own god person. Take that. Play our Isolated Chapel. We can exile their god right here, which would be kind of funny, but also very rude. I think we're just gonna play our Knight Exemplar because I love this card and I want to play with it more. And then we can attack for 4. Big 4. Okay, I think we're just going to attack this Cleric player because they have the highest advantage already. So if they want to block with their Skurstag Flare, I'm cool with that. That's what he is, right? Yeah. There's a good chance that they sack their Flare to kill our Knight Exemplar, which would be a little lame, but expected, so that's fine. If we draw a land next turn, we can Kinsbale Cavalier and attack with both for double strike damage. If not, we could always Anguished Unmaking, this Thassa, or the Mana Crypt if we felt like it. Croson Verge. Interesting. They can't sack it yet, though. Alright. Thalia. Guardian of Thraben. Non-creature shows cast 1 to cast. That's annoying. But that's not a cleric, cheater. Oh. So we can just keep beating it on this cleric player if we want. He's gonna attack us with the Selfless Spirit, that's fine. Flare's going at the fish man. So he gets to pay 2 life and draw 2 cards here. If he wants, I think he did. Tymna's a cool card. I've never played with this partner commander. Played with Ravos, Thrasios, File Smasher, Crom, big fan of. Actually, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, also Tana, the one that gets tokens. I really want to do some stuff with Sidar Kondo soon, so I'm probably going to post some decks about that. But do more partner commander decks. I really like them. I think they're super fun. I've got Crom and Ravos as my generals for my 4-color zombie deck, which I also have on my channel, which is so much fun because it also just gives you access to a couple cool other zombies with the white, blue, and red. Because you get the cool Grixis zombies with the blue-red, and then you get like Necromancer's Covenant with the white, and you also get Wavered Servant, which is one of the new zombie lore-esque abilities. So we play an Athreos now. We didn't draw land, which we really wanted to, but it's just non-creatures, and this is a creature, so I think we do that. Big fan of Athreos. Super cool card. I love all the god cards. You may choose not to untap. Gain control target creature whose controller controls an island for as long as you control Seasinger, and Seasinger remains tapped. Okay. So, I don't control an island, so we're good. But, yeah, we're just going to keep attacking this arrogant knight guy. And he's kind of burning himself out with his Tymna ability. I know he gets card advantage and I would totally do the same. but okay, so this guy's gonna get a little bit more mana going. And he's also got a Godless Shrine. Oh, the old Godless Shrine. Cool. Oh yeah, he's also taking damage off the Mana Crypt. Or might be taking damage off the Mana Crypt. You can play as Ravos here, pump the dorks and swing. Dork. 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 Got him. Well, I do think feel like this cleric deck is probably really fun to play. Weathered Wayfarer. There's a bunch of random cards that you don't realize are clerics because it's just not really a relevant card type a lot of the time. Like Weathered Wayfarer and Dahlia and Selfless Spirit. Like, those are all really good cards. And the Skurstag Flare's, you know, fine. Dahlia's a Tenant. That's just because there's a lot of humans in here, I'm betting. Gumball. No, he's not cleric. Is it human tribal? No. Maybe. Maybe. Then why are you in here? Could be human tribal. They're all humans except for Selfless Spirit. There's more humans than there are clerics. Not attacking me, attacking me, not attacking me, attacking me. Can't block the spirit, and we're not going to trade. Or we're not going to chump Tymna with our Knight Exemplar. Because that'd be dumb. And he's going to try and spread out his damage as much as possible so he can draw. Well, he didn't do it, though. That's weird. So, oh no, I guess it's lifelink. He did do it. He just gained the life. But yeah, he's gonna keep trying to spread out the damage with Tymna, or at least spread out the damage while Tymna's out, so that he can draw more cards. Storm Surge Kraken. That's a pretty good card. So yeah, this looks like it's just a blue value deck. Thassa is online. It's a little scary. So hopefully we draw a land here and we can play our Cavalier. Yay, a land! So we can play our Cavalier. Oh, my knights have double strike now. I think we're going to attack this CBT fan with Knight Exemplar. Because we don't want to leave it back to block. I'm okay with leaving this back to block because it's a 3/3 indestructible double striker. So this guy's going to attack the... We're just going to keep picking away at this cleric player. I can't do anything against this blue player, so... Can't block anyway because all these creatures are white and this has got pro-white. There's the double. Sweet. Putting in some damage. I'd love to draw a card and get this whip online. But we could also Anguished Unmaking next turn if we need to. Oh, we can also Blood Curse Knight, and it gets the bonus because we have Athreos out. And if we get a land, we could do Vona next turn as well. Vona's kind of hard to play because it kind of makes you public enemy #1 because people don't like getting their stuff blown up. Which, I mean, I understand, but it's annoying. Vona, Butcher of everything. Vigilance, Lifelink. You can pay 7 and tap her and destroy target non-land permanent. I think I should put an Umbral Mantle in here. Because I have one too. And that'll let you, like, use her ability twice, but also pump her and then attack for more. Cool interaction. Actually, not even just twice. You could abuse her ability a bunch of times. You just have to pay the life. Yeah, you verged for irrigated farmland. Okay. So they're like getting there color-wise. They got a lot of blue. White, blue, blue-green, blue-red, and white-black. Okay, so they've got all the colors now. Because black, blue, red, green, white. And obviously they're Harabaz Druid. So they could play Tazri next turn and tutor up something. Come on, Crypt, ping him. Or bolt them. Bolt, 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 bolt. Crap. They succeeded. That's okay. So we play this guy next turn, and he's a 5/4 with double strike and lifelink, and indestructible. That's pretty darn good. If he leaves his Skirt Stag Flare up, we know he's he's meaning to block our Knight of Infamy. Because, I mean, we can always attack just with one and get the Exalted trigger if we really want to. I think this blue player is probably pretty contentious sitting here for the time being. Although he's probably going to attack with Storm Surge Kraken just to get some card draw. We're not going to block it, though. You might as well attack this guy. Yeah, he's going to spread out some damage because he wants to draw cards. But we've got a good blocker now, so he's not going to attack us. Because anything he attacks us with dies. Because we've got double strike and indestructible. And we don't lose a thing. Knight Tribal going off. And I'm loving it. And if we lose a thing, then we get to use Athreos' ability. It's awesome. So anybody who doesn't know it is whenever another creature you own dies, return to your hand unless target opponent pays 3 life. So you target an opponent, and you usually target whoever's lowest. And then if they don't want to take the life, you get your thing back. And if they do want to take the life, well, they get bolted. So at like very least, it reads whenever a creature you control dies, you get it back. Or whenever target creature you control dies, your lowest opponent gets bolted. Yeah, he's not going to attack me. He's going to pay the 2, draw 2 cards. Yep. Gain some life back with Tymna. Is it Alien? No, just Death Touch. I thought you might have lifelink. This is the only one with lifelink, right? Yeah. This is kind of a cool deck. Go wide little deck. Some life gainy stuff. Yay, he's attacking the cleric. And we're gonna, if we don't draw land, we'll probably just attack with everything and leave our Blood Curse Knight up on block. If we draw a land, we might play our Whip. We'll probably play our Whip actually, and then gain some extra life so that the crackback means even less. Ooh, they're gonna trade their Ailey for the Storm Surge Kraken. This guy gets to draw 2 cards though. Okay, that was a while ago. Big fan of General Tazri. Just about every time I play this deck, my brother would always give me crap because I almost always search out Seagate Oracle, which is the ally that lets you draw cards for the number of allies you control. And then you just start drawing tons of cards and just go off from there because card advantage is so huge in this game. Yeah, no, Thassa's offline. So we could attack this guy too if we wanted. We might. We might also not. Alright, let's see. Oh, that was Fishman's turn. Now it's us? Yeah. Land, 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 land. White Knight. Okay, whatever. That's okay. He left his Skirt Stag Flare up, so maybe he's looking to block now. He also is probably going to sack it and destroy our Knight of Infamy. Or our Exemplar. Oh, I don't want that at all. I think we just attack him with the Knight of Infamy. And then attack these 2 other places. Because we don't want to lose those guys. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's see what you got. That's right, I'm just attacking you with my Knight of Infamy. Yeah, he's gonna block because he's not getting any value out of spells or Sea Singer. I don't think they realized that they could have taken this Druid, but because these are islands. But whatever. You know, we're okay with slowly picking away at our opponents. I think he's holding this Skirstag Flare because he wants us to attack him with everything so that he can blow up one of our knights and then ruin everything. They just activated on their own card. Just to be a pain. That's not right to that, or just to my attack in general. I think it's because he wanted me to attack with everything so he could blow up my Knight Exemplar and then just jumpy wump and destroy all my stuff. Or trade at least. I'm gonna play our Blood Curse Knight. Just gonna be a 5/4 indestructible double striking lifelinker. Oh, it's so pretty. And we're just gonna tap out, pass. Works for me. Oh, and Athreos is online too. That's awesome. Knight Tribal putting in work. Let's do it. It's exactly what I want this deck to be doing. It's just punishing people like this. It's pretty rare we get even the Knight Exemplar or the Kinspell Cavalier, but having them both is awesome. I just wish I could give this card some kind of protection right now. But if it dies, we can probably whip it out later, which will be nice. Literally, whip it out. Just whip it. Whip it good. Are you playing ally deck? Well, you spent mana on something. Or not. Might as well play Tazri and tutor for something. I haven't read the Zendikar story. Did Tazri get like deputized by an angel or something? Is that why the top of her armor around the neck glows? Like the angel's halos on Zendikar? Because the angels on Zendikar, their halos like around their eyes. But like it's so she looks very reminiscent of, but I don't think that's quite what's going on. I don't know. There is originally like I started reading the start of it, and at least for the Rise chapter, and Gideon shows up, and he does meet with some other commander, and Tazri, but I think Tazri takes over the other guy's mantle. I can talk when the other guy bites it, fighting the Eldrazi at some point, but not totally sure. Yeah, there's the flare. So he's doing this so that Athreos is no longer online and the sun no longer has indestructible. Yeah, you can take damage or give me that back, turd bag. Yeah, that's right. I said it. He's probably just going to take the damage, which makes me sad, but yeah. Pretty typical. Not all that weird. If we get a land, we'll probably play this whip. I don't know. Depends. I'm guessing he said that's not right because of how we attacked, because he was expecting us to attack him with everything. I think I'm still gonna attack him with the Blood Curse Knight next turn. Oh, he sacked Weathered Wayfarer. Okay, so he can still kill my stuff, which kind of sucks. But everything of mine he kills. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Yeah, okay. But I can activate abilities of lands, even though I don't have any lands with activated abilities. Because I don't have a Vault of the Archangel in here. Dream Fracture, nice. Counter target spells. Controller draws a card. Draw a card. Shizo, Death Storehouse. It's a cool card. He's been taking some damage for sure. I mean, he just got to gain some life from Cabal, but getting rid of this would be good. Because then he can't just keep recovering life. I'd really like once that guy's done, I feel like I'm pretty good. Oh, you're not going to attack my double striker? It's probably, yeah, he's just going to poke me with the spirit again. As he has been. Yeah, now he's leaving up mana so they can Scur Stag stuff. Sucks, because he's probably going to Scur Stag my Knight. My Blood Curse Knight, I should say. That doesn't narrow it down. I'm sorry, they're all Knights. These guys even both have Knight in the name. Probably sack the Thalia's Lieutenant. Because it's just a 1-1 right now. Yeah, so he gains life and draws some cards. It's a pretty strong card. And then you can just play out Ravos to pump your dorks and start getting things back from your graveyard. Pretty strong. I think there's a fairly strong sacrifice sub theme going with the not the Scur Stag Flare, the clerics in general, but I don't know. Oh, come on. You gonna leave Flare mana up or not? I guess he did just draw 2 cards, so he probably has options now, but what did this guy tutor for? Tuk-Tuk's... No, he discarded that. Casual Warlord. Okay, that's the one that gives counters to all the allies when you play it. So he's gonna start pumping his team. High Priest. Interesting. Yeah, that's a pretty good card. So he can... Does it cost... Ah, that's so annoying. So he can Scur Stag Flare, destroy a thing, tap 2 guys, and then... Or tap that and 2 other things, and then get a demon. Turn all creatures in your hands except for Kraken, Scythe, and Octopuses, and Serpents. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Is he gonna kill something of mine? Looks like it. Which one is it? That's Cavalier. I'm sad, but I was kind of expected. We're gonna punish him for that. Yar. Take damage, jerk. Let's put Thalia back in his hand too. Play our White Knight and our Knight of Infamy. get 2 dudes out. I don't know if we get a land, we might. No, we didn't get a land. Sidar Jabarbar. What's up, Sidar? Chapter feature defending player controls, and he has flanking. Well, that's tempting. Big fan of Sidar Jabarbar. Oh, Atheros didn't get bounced. That's awesome. Go, Sidar. Do your thing. This guy's cool. This actually this card is what inspired me to build this Knight deck. Not because I'm like, whoa, I love that card. It's so good. It was just because I saw some guy playing a mono white deck. And then immediately after that, I saw that Vona was spoiled. And I was like, yes! A black-white Knight. Legendary. Because previously there wasn't one. Not one that's just black-white. And now I wish there was a black-white-red Knight legendary. And there is, technically. But it's Soren, Edgar Markov, which is the vampire commander with the eminence ability about vampires. So he's not super fitting. So I went with Vona. Also, Edgar Markov and the 2017 Commander product aren't on MTGO yet because they're supposed to be up on here sometime in November. So, and it's not quite November yet. I don't know if you can tell. It's not quite November. Lightning Greaves, Barf. Those are good cards, or a good card, or good boots, whatever. Sack that, yeah. Anything's graveyard you can start getting back with Ravos, though. Yeah, and he's going to equip his Greaves, and he's going to attack with his Greaves. This is whenever he gets blocked, right? Whenever a creature without liking blocks this creature, okay. He wouldn't attack me anyway, because he doesn't want to trade. He doesn't want to risk it, so he's just going to poke this guy. It's cool with us, because we're just going to poke this guy right back. We're going to play our Knight of Infamy, and probably our White Knight, and we're going to just poke him. And he'll get exalted from our Knight. I would love to draw a Knight of Glory, so we can play our Knight of Infamy and our Knight of Glory, so he gets 2 exalted triggers. That'd be awesome. I would also like to draw a land, though. Lands are nice. Raven Inspector. Why is that in here? Is this human tribal then? White, black, human tribal? I don't know. Maybe. Relic Seeker. For equipment card, reveal it and put it in your hand. Oh, okay. Interesting. And a plains, alright. This card's really good. Just accumulates so much damage in life. He has friends in places both high and low, and all seem to owe him favors. Being at this as long as I have, nothing can surprise you. That's the hope, at least. Just looking at some Eldrazi corruption. It looks pretty grossed out, though. Devastation died. Yeah, set this guy back another turn. Kind of. I don't know. Not really gaining anything from this. All non-lands, so now After Us goes back too. I don't see what that really gained. That just kind of gained this guy some life, and he lost some. Like, what was what was the advantage of doing that? Night of Obligation. I kind of just want to play these two so that we don't have to discard. Yeah, we're going to do that. White Knight. And our Knight of Infamy. Doing pretty well considering we've been stuck on 4 lands all game. So we've gone through 16 cards essentially in our library, and we've gotten 4 lands, which would be a quarter of all the cards. which is not an accurate representation of how many lands are in this deck, because there should be 37, because that's usually what I do for my ratio. It's 37 to 63. So, I guess there's a decent chance that we draw a land. There's still 33 lands. So there is a chance, there's a higher chance of us drawing a non-land than there is a land. But there's still a fairly high chance of us drawing a land. So. And the more non-lands we draw, the higher chance becomes of drawing a land. Because that's how percentages work. Alright, now that you've Whelming Waved and Devastation Tided, and I'm assuming you're gonna Cyclonic Rift again, just, you know, to go for the trifecta. I'd like to play some cards now and get some stuff done. I think we just play our Whip next turn and just attack and gain some life. Maybe, I don't know. They might want to Utter End or Anguished Unmaking something they play. Or Siddharja Barbar. I love the big explosion behind him or whatever it is. Look at me! I'm a 4-mana 2/2 with flanking. At least Knight of Obligation's a 4-mana 2/4 with Vigilance and Extort. You dongle. I mean, even Blood Curse Knight is a 3-drop and a 3/2. It has the potential to be a 4/3 with lifelink. What are you doing, Sabar? Or Sidar? Jabarbar. Okay, go play a thing. Or not. Dictate. Gross. Yeah, we want to Utter End / Anguished Unmaking that. This card's super frustrating. Counter it. Yes! I like that all of this character stuff is going towards preventing this guy from doing things. I mean, it's kind of gross that he has 5 mana, extra 5 mana next turn, but he'll have 12. Basic, land, plains. Oh, you tap the mana. What are you waiting for? I'm starting to get impatient. I don't know if you guys can tell. I hope you get dinged by your crypt, jerk. Well, I'm happy that Dictate's gone. Ugh. Malcolm Ball's a 3/4, which is a pain. I suppose we might just Unmaking it or Utter End it. Because this card's gross. And he keeps gaining life and I don't like that. Well, we'll see what we draw. Discards the Flare, okay. So he gets 5 mana. Sorry guys, I'm still getting over my sickness. I'm almost there. I feel great today compared to previous days, but do your thing. Do your thing. Soul Ring. Just gonna take some Cabal damage. This guy gains life, which is just annoying as hell. Just tap out an F8. Are you holding up a Doomblade? Ugh, take your time. Sorry, these games that take kind of unnecessarily long amounts of time get me Frazzled. That's an Inkwell Leviathan. Island Walk, Trample Shroud, 7/11. It's a big boy. It's a big old boy. Into its maw went the seventh sea, never to be seen again while the world remains. Oh, we have Sidar Jabarbar. Just kidding, it has Shroud. We can't target it. Exsanguinate with 0 mana. Awesome. Yeah, we're just gonna outrun this guy. Tired of dealing with him. Yeah, I know. I know you do your thing. This guy's trample, right? Yeah, there's no reason to leave any blockers up, really. Attack. And because we exiled it, he can't possibly get it back with Ravos. And I'm very happy about that. Okay, ally deck, let's finally see something. Oh, the guy's sad that I exiled this dude. The thing's actually gained him a ton of life. And as I said when he played it, it's a very good card. Just because it puts in so much work over a while. Like, it may not say, you're like, man, I'm just taking 2 damage, but the fact that the guy gains life off of everything. Xenograft. Naming allies, I assume. Does he have like a few good allies? Is that what his deck is? He plays Xenograft and Conspiracy and Arcane Adaptation, and then just plays a bunch of goofy other non-ally spells. He's kind of funny. Blocking's bad anyways. Yeah, well, you say that after you get a pile of knights coming here throughout all game. You have a larger pile. I should say had. Larger. Oh, I cannot type larger. Scarier pile of clerics. Clerics are scary. Tazri, what are you good to search for? He can pull up anything in his deck, so it's time to see the combo piece. Turn Timber Ranger. It's still an ally. I don't understand his deck. Is it just allies with some non-ally creatures that are just good in here, or what? I've never noticed there was flavor text in this card. I despise Vona and his slobberings about evolution. Only I know true progress. Jin-Gitaxias, Core Augur. Yeah, so the people might not notice, but the color factions in New Phyrexia aren't, all the Phyrexians aren't on the same side. They kind of all do their own thing. So Jin-Gitaxias is all about like they're all about like reaching perfection through like artificial means and stuff like that. So they're like constantly altering people, and they're like, most of the blue cards you see are like all the mechanical and kind of altered ones and stuff, because they've been experimented on and perfected, I say in quotations, by Jin-Gitaxias or his kind of faction. Whereas Vornaclex, who's the Green Praetor, is all about like natural evolution, or a natural evolution, I should say, but evolving, and them like growing on their own based on what they consume. And then I actually really like Urabrask story-wise, the red Praetor, just because he's pretty chill, honestly. Like the Red Praetor's in charge of the Forge, which is really big in Mirrodin, and they just kind of sit there and are like, meh, we do what we want. They don't overly hate non-Phyrexians either. So, yeah. And then Elish Norton, I don't really know anything about, but she's just kind of the big one. And Shieldred, I'm assuming, is just kind of gross because Shieldred. Oh, she got me. Super happy they didn't get this Dictate of Erebos down. Yeah, well, now I don't. Yeah, because they got riggedy wrecked, because you had a bunch of them. So it happens in Commander. As soon as you get scary, you get, destroyed by everyone else. Oh, this blue deck has just made this take so much longer with the 2 turns worth of Whelming Wave and Devastation Tiding. I'm sure there's still a Cyclonic Rift at least in that deck. I think they're just doing the Thassa theme deck, so they're doing like Leviathans and Waves and Tides and Sea Singers, and it's all just it's blue watery stuff. There's lots of Krakens and stuff. It's kind of like Whelming Wave is the commander. I've seen deck like this before, and I actually really like the theme, honestly. But yeah, it's the Whelming Wave decks, and that you play lots of Krakens, Leviathan, Octopuses, and Serpents. So that when you get Whelming Wave, you're like, look at my insane value, because I probably only have one of them out anyway. But I mean, it's still cool. Kiku, Knight's Flower. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. No. She looks like she has an outrageously large head for the rest of her body. I know it's a weird angle, but she still looks like she has a huge head. A wanderer has told me of an assassin in the Takanuma swamp who uses her dark arts to animate her enemy's shadow against them. A wild tale, but it explains much. That's from the Diary of Azusa. Deep analysis, draw some cards. Careful, don't tap too much mana. We want you to slow the game down more. Just kidding. Well, no, blockers, maybe. That's a human assassin. Is this just human tribal then? I don't understand. It must be. Yeah, you do you. I'd rather you have attacked this guy, but... I don't know, it might not be tribal at all. It could just be good stuff. Shouldn't assume it's tribal. We get a lance so we can get a little bit more interactivity going. Nope. There's our Dictate. We can exsanguinate everybody for 2. That'd be pretty impressive. Should I just Night of Obligation and start extorting people? Honestly, I think it's what it's come to. Because then we don't have to rely too much on more lands. Although they'd be nice. Game. You jerk. Barry, you ass. This is not a whole lot of point in attacking this guy. Not a whole lot to gain from attacking this guy or that guy. You can attack with this though, it's got pro white. We can block with Kiku. It feels like it. I'd be okay with that. For fuck's sake. Oh, they're talking about stuff. Sorry, but you have island. There can only be one island player. That's why they say no man is an island if there's always also another man who is an island. Yep, that's an expression. The sea will crush ponds and lakes. Yeah, he's doing the sea deck. He's probably getting mad because he's being attacked a lot, but he won't die. Like, I don't trust his deck at all because he's just got tons of chump blockers and is gaining life a lot. So these other guys haven't done anything to me, so I have no reason to attack them. Well, I mean, the Inkwell Leviathan's a little scary, but... attacking that guy isn't going to gain me anything, though. He just takes some damage and then attacks me with Inkwell Leviathan next turn. God Pharaoh's Gift. That's a pretty good card. Do they come back as zombie allies, or do they just come back as zombies, though? Oh, is he going to get countered again? Oh! Spell Swindle. The Fair Mana Drain. Or Plasm Capture. I think that's another fair amenity. Treasures! Neat. Oh god, Pharaoh's Gift for you. So yeah, it says except it's a 4/4 black zombie, so I feel like it replaces whatever its creature type was. Oh, there's the Harmonicon. It's probably the better card, especially if this replaces the zombie or the ally on them. So take the damage, take the damage. Yes! Yes! Go, Mana Crypt. Our game plan is less about winning now and more about exterminating this guy. And then ideally this guy, because I'm mad at him for bouncing stuff. Twice in a row. Also, our game plan is to draw some freaking lands. Wouldn't mind that at all. I want to start extorting as well next turn. I'd like to extort off 4 drops rather than 3 drops, but... Man, if you want to go down together. Death grips around each other's necks, spinning into the grave already, but I'd rather not. Do what you do, man. Just a game. I'm here to play. I'm seriously, just here to play, man. It's a game. It's a game, it's a game, it's a game. I'm the commander casual. Filthy, filthy commander casual. Winning really isn't in the game plan. I mean, it's nice. Don't disagree with winning. I like winning, generally. But it's more about the play than it is about the win. Ugh, gross. Can make all this stuff indestructible. That poor guy must have not had a great death. Because, I mean, like, I doubt he'd be shot with more arrows while he was still alive. Or sorry, while he was dead. Which means that the arrow that went through his head must have been the last one. So he took, like, 2 to the front of the chest. It looks like he took, like, 4 in the back, 1 through the arm, and then got hit in the head. That'd be rough. There's always more to give. Yes, yes, keep fighting. Can't do, man. I just don't like that this guy gains life. That's my shtick. This is your idea of going down together? You're gonna attack me for 7? I guess it gains the life still, but... Is there any way he pumps this? I guess it could make my knight die because of Kiku, and I want to keep this, so meh. This is protection from black. Oh, I should have blocked that. That was dumb of me. Whatever. Because then he couldn't Kiku it either. Oh, he probably attacked someone else with that. I just wasn't seeing that correctly. Because I only took 2, so he just attacked me with spirits or whatever. Let's do the stuff, guys. Yeah, let's go play the High Priest again. Yeah, honestly, I'm liking this combo just because the card draw of Tymna is actually so nasty, and she makes up for the life you lose with the card draw just by gaining life herself. So, and then you just get dorks and dorks and dorks and dorks and dorks and dorks. So then you pump the dorks with Ravos, and you get more dorks back. That's a sorcery, okay. Gotta tag multiple people to draw cards. Cheer. Pretty confident you meant true, but I like the period to make it like super punctual and then fucks up the spelling. Nice. Well played. Sorry, I'm just doing that to the beat of my song. Go faster. Yeah, you got lots of mana. And that's some more. You got a soul ring too. Vexing Scuttler. Turn target instant or sorcery from their graveyard to their hand. Targeting. Spell Swindle. Mana Drain. Whelming Wave. Ugh. Barf. Might not even post this video. It's just taking a long time. I do love this card though, because it's like a ship crab. Super cool. I think all the emerge cards are super cool. When I started on MTGO, got like a bunch of free player points or whatever to do drafts with. So I just did the like beginner drafts of Shadows and whatever this one's called, the Emrakul one. Anyway, and the Sultai Emerge deck was super popular. Yeah, and there's Whelming Wave. Go figure. So we don't get to abuse our Night of Obligation, unfortunately. Bounce. Can you stop doing that? Is he gonna attack me? No, he's attacking the cleric, dude. Yay. I'm ready for the 3 or the 2 damage exsanguinate. I got it. If we draw land, maybe we Vona next turn and just live with discarding cards. Land? 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 Can you stop? Not a land. But I'll blind obedience so that if he plays any of his creatures again, they enter tapped, so he can just be killed next turn. My 2 mana, 2 2s. They're pretty threatening, I know. We don't get to extort off this one, but meh. They were. This guy's upset because they've been attacking him all game. You can always yield to that. But we're not going to pay it because we don't have any more mana. Okay, well I'm happy about the blind obedience, but I'm also not happy about not lands. So we're going to discard our Dictate. And maybe our Knight, Cursed Knight, I mean. Just one more, right? Yeah, we'll discard our Blood Curse Knight. We can always bring it back with Whip. You were not forced to kill my tribal payoffs. I'm still upset about that. I never get those cards. Although they are still sitting in my graveyard, I believe. Yeah, they are. Just waiting. I'd love to whip Kinsbale Cavalier out for some mad instant double strike action, but I guess in the sense that I could take lethal damage, I suppose they were options. I do like how this guy presents himself over the chat. It's funny. It's gonna Tazri again. Search again. Do nothing. Again. Undo Cleric. It's gonna try and gain some life. It's a little core dude. It's a 2-drop. I already know what it is because I built that deck. Godfarrow's Gift I think was a really cool idea. I just really don't think it... I think it overwrites the fact that they're allies and turns them into zombies, so it doesn't really do that much. Because it just gives you zombies. This is a little sad. Yep, that's the Cleric. So he gets double trigger, so he gains 4. Right, he's got Panharmonicon. I forgot about that. It's kind of a big deal. Okay, so he's got 4 mana still. We're going to play another thing. Why do you pass the first trigger and not the second trigger? Fishman. It's the same trigger. Just twice. Amara Raptor. The counter on it. Messenger, weapon, friend. Nice. Yeah, so he's gonna gain 6 as well, and then get 2 counters on the Amara Raptor. Yep. Yep. So land next turn and then whip and extort and then attack. I'm really hoping this guy murders this guy, but I have a feeling he's going to attack this guy instead, just because he's gaining a bunch of life right now. And this guy is getting a little scary. That's actually going to be a lot of life gain, isn't it? Oh yeah. I think if I do Anguish and making anything, though, it's not going to be this guy. It'll be the Panharmonicon. Because this is the problem here. This card is very strong. So alrighty. Okay, Fnarf. Moment of truth time. You still gonna try to kill me? Not immediately. Can't promise anything in the future. But the ally guy is looking a little scary. There. Collusion. Collusion. Yeah, I mean, I have better things to do than kill your knight, but like, it keeps me it keeps coming at me, so coming out of the woodworks. I'd like to believe it won't. Yeah, okay. Fishman truce. Ignore him, Fishman. He is a poser with his islands. Splash all over that mofo. Get him. Get him. Get him. He's gonna crack his clue. He's got a raging clue. Look at that clue. It's raging. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. He's got lingering souls. Souls that linger. The murdered the murdered inhabitants of Hollowhenge impart to living the terror they felt in death. Can't talk either. Gross white border. Gross white border. Yuck. Not even a huge fan of that art. It's way too green. Not mountainy enough. It's way too foresty. I like that swamp though. I like all the Alara stuff. Loyal retainers. Turn target legendary creature from your group to the battlefield. What's he bringing back? Dahlia? Or Ailey? Can't trust someone with islands. Yes to all. Yep, it's a royal retainer fish, man. So you could have read it a few times over by now. Oh, this is a super slow game. Probably still upload this though, just because a video is a video is a video, but I should stop doing that. If you guys are actually trying to read it, it's probably frustrating. By the time your knees have worn through your robe, you may have begun to learn your place. He disconnected. Awesome. Normally I would wait longer. This has been a long game. Sorry for being ruthless, fan base. Of all like 10 of my subscribers. I don't mean to disappoint you. But I understand. If you're disappointed with me. There's some random goblin screaming behind her too. Mirror! I like this card. Even in non-ally decks. Still, enter the battlefield, destroy target artifact, opponent takes damage. So. Oh, you rejoined. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's get going. Let's go. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, we just waited super patiently. Nice guys, perfect guys. I didn't vote to eject you. Nope. That was Red Arrogant Knight. That wasn't me. You could see how I could get us confused. I'm playing Knight Tribal. There's Knight in his name. You understand. Oh, I could totally attempt to kill him. I don't know, the blind obedience is gonna poke away at him. Let's go. Let's go. Come in. All I can say is someone is taking 7. Inky needs to eat. All I can say is someone is taking 7. ... Inky needs to eat. Oh, okay. He's talking about his Inkwell Leviathan. CBT fan has lots to feed him with. As do I, but shh. Shh. Quiet. No one has to know. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, sorry. I'm not talking because I'm just zoning out and watching the game because I'm kind of bored, honestly. It's been kind of a slow, lame game. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this because, meh. Yeah, I brought back Ailey. So you can probably hear me scratching my face. But, yep. Come on. Get it out there. Equip your Greaves and pass your turn. Yep, there's the High Priest. Yield. Yield. I'm super impatient today. Sorry. It's just a little frustrating when you're recording a video and then you get people that play on the slower side. I mean, it's fine to take time to think about your turns and stuff like that. It's just the, like, sitting there not yielding and you have people that disconnect and stuff like that. It's kind of frustrating because it's like, do I post the video? Do I spend a bunch of effort on editing it? It's like, do I just scrap it now and not bother? And then that kind of feels like a waste of time, even though, I mean, still playing the game. Still playing the game. I really enjoy to play, but it's just a little frustrating. Especially when you're thinking about playing these cards, because I don't, you know, there's not a lot of minutia that goes into these guys. Not right now, at least. Calf size. Targeting. Panharmonica. Good idea. He hasn't even exploited the Xenograft. He's only gotten allies with the search, so he hasn't played any non-allies, I don't think. Yeah. Attack edge. Yuck. If he destroyed one of our lands, we'd be ruined. Ruined. We'd have to play our 3 drops without extorting. Is he killing him? Seriously? I love that. Jeez. Okay. Sorry, we all gotta die sometime. I was kind of hoping he would, just to, because then this game will speed up a little bit too. Although it's these two that are... Actually, it's not necessarily true. This guy's used more of his game clock. Is he gonna do a thing? Oh, is he gonna have to sack a bunch of creatures just to gain enough life to survive? That's what it looks like. I would love for him to live with 1, because then I can extort and kill him. But I guess in response to me extorting, he'll probably sack Tymna or Ailey. Because if he doesn't, he dies. Oh, how benevolent am I? I could just kill him and be a liar. I don't like that, though. I'm not a liar. Oh, cool. It's like a fog bank. Cool. Alrighty. Sorry, yeah, okay, so he's at 1, so I'm gonna probably play a thing and extort it. He's gonna get rid of his promenade. Okay, that's fine. That's one land he's down. I would have... Why didn't you destroy the Boiler Works? Would put him down to mana. Ah, Whisper Silk Cloak, the worst. Not the worst. I'm sorry, he didn't deserve that. You're just not very helpful at all, ever, right now. Athreos, we're gonna extort it, so we're gonna force this guy to sack a thing. Yeah, that was just a poor play by that guy's part. It's unfortunate, because he could have been down 2 mana instead of just 1, because he's obviously got all his colors, so destroying the Promenade doesn't do much. Now, I could kill him, but I won't. Have my Knight's Honor. And I'm Canadian, so I didn't spell honor wrong. I would have really loved to have drawn a 5th land. There's a... Oh yeah, I forgot there was a mill ally. Why didn't he play the Panharmonicon first? It's just in his hand. Turn Timber Ranger, yeah. So he gets a counter and he gets a wolf. And all those trigger again. Thank God the wolf isn't an ally. That'd be ridiculous. Ridiculous. I love these wolves because they're like armored. Look at him. Armored wolf. Super cool. Oh, he is an ally because of the thing. Gross. Is this an infinite combo? Oh my god, we got and infinite. No. I had no idea that was a thing. That's hilarious. Yeah, so we get meld. Okay, so he can stop it. Yeah, you get meld. He gains life, this gets a counter, and then he gets a wolf, and then the wolf's an ally, so it triggers the whole cycle again, and that just keeps happening. That's why he didn't play the Panharmonicon. So the other. That was not. He picked the Undercleric of the options. Oh my god. Seriously, did he even read the chat? Did you even read that chat? Yeah, okay, then you win. What do I bounce? The enchantment or the green creature? Well, I guess either one works. I don't know which is smartest. Bounce one, I will exile the other. Well, that's and then he bounced the frickin'. Oh, he bounced the cleric. He can just play the cleric still. Well, GG guys. Honestly, I think that win condition's super cool because he's milling people out with the ally deck, which I think is ridiculous. But I've never seen that interaction before, and I think that's really cool. That's something I'm definitely going to work into my ally decks in the future. Alright, well, this has been the Commander Casual, guys. Sorry if the game was kind of boring.